Hello viewers, Liquid128 here, after a very long hiatus of making video reviews, now reviewing a strategy RPG called Mad Carnage for the Nintendo Switch. As we should make it known, this Mad Carnage review was made possible by publisher QuibicGames, who supplied us with a review copy. So, without any further ado, it's time to start our engines and set out into this apocalyptic world. As you can probably guess from the general aesthetic of the game and the title, the plot is heavily inspired by the dystopian action series Mad Max. The ambiguously named Great War has wiped out humanity as we know it, cutting off all worldwide communication, power production, and distribution. Only scattered communities exist now, but as one settlement uncovers something that could explain their past and be the key to the future, in steps the action hero protagonist John Carnage to drive them forwards. This is hardly original, but if you've seen the aforementioned Mad Max, at least you know what kind of world you're immersing yourself into. Mad Carnage is a strategy RPG with vehicular combat, with the usual tropes of the genre in effect. Gameplay happens on a grid as you and your opponent take turns to eliminate each other alongside any other objective the level throws at you. How you do this, though, is with some unconventional movement. Cars in Mad Carnage are momentum-based, affecting how you can even move. For instance, if you move a few spaces forward in the previous turn, then you're fine. But if you moved at a great distance, indicating in an image of you speeding along, then you'll need to take a turn to slow down and regain better control. Vehicular combat makes up the other half of the game, where you aim to destroy any enemies that fall into your line of sight. Like other strategy RPGs, there are different unit types, like fast-moving but frail fighters, bulky berserker units, and adaptable heavy units. Also present is a standard upgrade system that offers enhancements such as damage, mobility, and speed enhancements. If some of this sounds underwhelming, maybe even confusing, it's understandable. Firstly, the unique movement system is also unbelievably clunky and makes the game a chore. There is never any explanation as to how you really use it, beyond a throwaway line in the first level. Explanations would have helped, considering some of the awkward design choices present here. This gimped movement also hinders the combat to an extent. If you're close to an enemy, you'd expect to be able to attack them by rotating or something, right? Wrong. If they're not in your line of sight, you are quite simply hopeless, especially if they are approaching you. As such, there is heavy trial and error involved in the gameplay, and it doesn't get much better as the game goes on. And we're not done here. There are tons of assorted small issues that collectively make the game an even bigger chore. Another thing that's not explained is the existence of a cover system, which would help greatly for trying to survive. You can't skip turns, or move only select units every turn. You must move everyone, which coupled with the movement system might cause you to veer into danger when you don't even want to. The upgrade system's lack of depth doesn't make combat more interesting. Some of these might be forgivable to an extent if the core mechanics were better constructed, but they aren't. The gameplay in Mad Carnage is simply a chore. As if the gameplay wasn't enough trouble, Mad Carnage is very hit and miss visually. To give the game a modicum of credit, parts of the UI and especially the comic-inspired story cutscenes look great and do capture the essence of Mad Max. But then you have the battle maps, with their monotone colors each time and, quite frankly, they don't impress. This likewise extends to the music. You can get away with short looping tracks if you have a good amount of variety in composition, but Mad Carnage doesn't have this. So, the quality of the presentation overall just meanders. It's a game that's annoying to see and hear as it is to play. Mad Carnage is a perfect example of numerous flaws culminating in a missed opportunity. Strategy RPGs are an uncommon sight on the Switch, and you'd think one of these with vehicular combat on top of it would do nicely, right? Wrong. There is certainly worse stuff on the console, and paying only $5 for this game is slightly redeeming if you're really bored, but there are far better investments on the eShop, even if they are a little pricier, than Mad Carnage. And with that in mind, I'm giving Mad Carnage on the Nintendo Switch a 2.5 out of 5. Thank you for watching this video, and let us know what you think of the game below if you do indeed buy it. Make sure to like this video as well if you want to see more, and subscribe for more news and reviews straight from the source. I'm Liquid12A signing off, and you have a great day.